Hello, everyone. This is the first weekend update. Um, yes, today, weekend update, recap, not recap, and we will be talking basically about everything that happened to Milan, Atletico, and Leicester. Let's start with the first game in the first. Like and subscribe. I'm getting this out earlier because Champions League. I'm not going to be doing a watch along because Peter Jury's doing the PSG Bayern Munich game, so I can't. I want to watch that commentary, and Goldberg is doing a watch along, so I'm going to watch that too. So I won't be doing a watch along for those because there's someone else here with me right now who's doing work also. So apologies for that. So yeah, remember to like and subscribe. Turn on notifications if you're new here. Videos Friday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Of course, watch alongs this weekend. Probably not doing Genoa, Milan because it's too early. And there are other people in my house that are sleeping and would be very mad at me if I was doing a watch along that early. But I will be doing the Eibar Atletico 10:15. Be there. Leicester and what do you call it? Leicester and Southampton in the FA Cup at 1:30, and then the Copa del Rey final between Bilbao and Barcelona at 3:30. So a lot of watch alongs. So be excited. It's all happening. But today we're getting into it. Saturday, Milan Parma. Great start. I really thought it was a fantastic start. Zlatan and Rebic played a beautiful 1-2. And the first half was just really good. I mean, we control. We didn't have like a clear cut chance, but you just felt like that we were going to do something. Parma did not look like they were going to score. I mean, it was beautiful to see. I mean, and then that second goal worked by Kessie. He's our he's our second leading scorer. He's so good. We need to get him a new contract and get it fast. He is special. I feel like the three will get contracts. I feel like Romagnoli doesn't deserve one, and we should sell him in the summer. That helps fund Tomori, but I think we're already going to keep Tomori no matter what. There's rumors that we're not gonna pay for them, but no, I don't think so. Um, I think he'll be here. We'll play the clause, and I think him and Tonali will stay, and I think Delo, too much money. I would if they were willing to be cheaper, maybe I would keep him, but Mayte, sorry, no. And who else? Who's the other loan? I forget. Who the other loan is. Honestly, Diaz, Brahim Diaz. Nah, no. He'll go back to Real Madrid. Probably another loan, but yes. So 2-0. Everything second half isn't as good, but it's better. It's better. It's a lot better. We win a free kick. Zlatan thinks everyone thinks there should be a yellow card, and then Zlatan says something to the ref. Now, all right, I get it. Yellow card, if you say, you're shit, ref, go fuck yourself, ref, you're crap. What do you quit? That's a yellow card. But you don't, what did he say? What did he say? I'm going to come to your house and kill your children. I think Zlatan is not a good dude, but I don't think he would say that. I think he's a bit of he's a cunt. I mean, the things he said I don't agree with, but he's a fantastic player. He is a shithead. I wholeheartedly admit that. But why you? Unless I don't think Zlatan would say something. I mean, he's a white dude. He's a white Italian dude. As far as I'm concerned, he's not gay. Unless he said, I'm going to fuck your mother. Even then, you got to rise above that. That's just things that are said. It's disgusting, of course, but you don't give a red card for that. If he said, I'm going to come to your house and rape your wife and kill your children, then sure, fine. But I don't even think Zlatan would go that far. So it's just weird and it was annoying. But even then, it wasn't a 10 men type thing. It was a stupid caught the defense sleeping goal for Parma. And that's when I started to get worried. But great defending, I must say. Parma, we didn't give Parma any space. When we were able to get down, we were able to make runs in. They were dangerous, and Parma had to adjust, and they had to use some energy defending, and that was just enough. I think I'll say this: we had our performance against Benevento is the second. We're a very good team when we're a man down. All the examples, Inter. It wasn't even like a 10-men thing. It was that they had a free kick on the edge of the box, and Eriksson produces a moment of magic. With everything, we were defending really well. Okay, we conceded a stupid penalty, and then Eriksson's free kick. Benevento, brilliant. It's the second best red card performance, I think. But I think the ultimate, just as an aside, the ultimate red card performance, probably the best I've ever seen, was Porto against Juventus. How brilliantly they defended. That's the masterclass you have to have with a red card. It said picking your spots, that you do not play an errant pass when you have the ball. And that's what we did against Benevento, but it was a lot of really good defending. Here today, same thing, and I really liked it. I love that performance. And then, of course, Rafael Leao back on the score sheet, back from injury, with a brilliantly taken counterattack goal. But Diogo Dalot makes that goal. He wins the ball away. He wins the ball. He sets up Leao, who strikes it home for 3-1. And that was 3 points, and top four looks better and better. We have an easy run-in. The only tough games we have at the end of the season are Lazio, Juve and Atalanta. Juve and Atalanta are huge games. Atalanta always beat us, but that's the final game of the season. Juve, I think that's the third. It's the third to last game of the season. We have Torino after them, which is an easy game, although they are in the bottom. So I think top four is looking very good because Napoli have Inter and Juve. Juve and Atalanta play each other. So Inter, we need Inter to win that. I mean, we're not looking at the title. We're looking at Inter. I mean, they need to win that game for us. You get closer to the title. We the closest to fifth place. And I think the current top four will be the top four because I think Roma are crap and Fonseca will go, and I think Mourinho could wind up there. I think Lazio are too inconsistent. They have so much talent, but they never do anything with it. Besides last season, which they could have actually competed for a title, and they fell apart because their best spell, lockdown, but that's off topic. Fifth place Napoli, I don't think they have enough. I think Atalanta will have just enough. I think Juventus will be good. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll finish second, which would be a tremendous achievement, and I think Pioli deserves manager of the season. Because if you had asked, what's more impressive at the beginning of the season, Conte finishing first or Pioli finishing second? I think every journalist, every person, even Inter fans would have said it's more impressive that Pioli finishes second because no way is this squad better than Juve's, better than Atalanta's, maybe even better than Napoli's. And with a 39-year-old, it's your best goal scorer, a lot of inexperienced players. So many people contributing. The fact that we didn't lose until January is incredibly impressive, and I think that's why he deserves manager of the season. But yeah, we know there's going to be a lot of movement in the managers. Pioli will still be there. Conte will still be there. We don't know about Pirlo. Assume Inzaghi and Gasperini will still be there. I think Gattuso's definitely gone. Fonseca's gone. So very interesting, and I think if Mourinho leaves Spurs, I think he'll go to Roma. I think Napoli will hire Roberto De Zerbi from Sassuolo, which I think is a good hire because I think give him players. Look at what he's done with these Sassuolo players. He's turned them into Italian, like Berardi and I forget the other guy's name, who's their best player. His name escapes me at the moment, but I think he'd be good for Roma. But that's a bit off topic. Napoli. Of course, if who knows? I think Allegri could go to Napoli too, which would be a huge coup for them. Locatelli, that's his name. He's probably going to Juventus, though. That's what I've heard. So now on to Leicester. That Jesse Lingard. That damn Jesse Lingard. He ruins. Last year, Schmeichel gives the ball away last year of the season, and he makes it 2-0. But people made a mess of that. Like, that was the reason we lost. That was not the reason we lost. We were losing anyway. Because even if we got a goal, Chelsea were winning 2-0, and we drew. United would have made the top. United would have finished fourth. So that didn't matter at that point. And we were the best team. I'll just remind people, we were the better team in the first 45 minutes. Vardy hit the post. We had the better of the chances. United looked a little bit shell-shocked because they had been in poor form, but it just felt like maybe we were actually going to squeeze it. We didn't have the quality. If Chilwell, Pereira, and Madison had been playing, we would have won that game 3-0. But they didn't play, and I'm over it. And I think we'll make the top 4 this year. But we are back in it. If we had won, we would have been out of it. But even a draw, that would have sunk West Ham's morale. But Lingard was brilliant. I thought the second goal was offside, but I guess he didn't touch it in that same phase of play. He was offside, but when the second ball is played, he's onside. It's just a ball over the top that catches us out. Bowen's onside, and he slides it over, and he makes it 3-0. Makes it 1-0. And the first goal is just brilliant. I mean, that volley was excellent. And I was mad, but it was like, oh, you can't. That goal is it's a great goal. Then Bowen scores, and it's just poor defending. And then we start to grow into the game, and that's when and there were 2 chances that we missed that really we could have won it. Pereira rounds the keeper, and he should score, and he somehow misses it, and he trips. Fofana has a free header in the end, and, I'm not going to blame him because you don't expect a defender to score that goal, but you just wish, what if that had been different? One of those 2 guys had scored. Could we have won? Maybe, I don't know, I'm not going to say. You don't want to expect that things are going to go exactly the same, but I'm saying 2 goals, 4-3, but, Vardy is I'm starting to get worried about Jamie Vardy a little because he hasn't scored. Usually buries and just hasn't been. And it's been Iheanacho who's starting to climb and climb and climb. I'm not worried. I think he's still a really good player, but I definitely think a striker is necessary. Probably going to be Edward, but maybe he needs to be someone a bit better. Maybe we need to consider going after a top-class striker, maybe a Daniel Milan. Who else? A Milan, not Belotti. I think he's a bit too old. Maybe do go for Belotti. But I'm not going to overreact. I'm just going to say if this continues, I think like I said, he always has a late season surge. And he's playing West Brom, Southampton, Newcastle, and Crystal Palace. If you can't score against those, then I think we do miss Harvey Barnes, though. That's for sure. Harvey Barnes is because he's our second best finisher, I think. But I'll just say, Madison, Perez, Chowdhury, you fucking idiots. It's disappointing because I would say our players don't do that kind of shit. That's the thing Jack Grealish does. Madison and Grealish are very similar. I mean, Grealish is older. And Madison, I think they're very similar. I think they're both very good. I don't buy this thing that Grealish is this unstoppable being and that he's like in a class of his own with Bruno and KDB. I think that's just ridiculous to say because I think if you look at Madison, he has 1 less goal/assist this whole season despite playing less games. I mean, yeah, so people need to stop with that. Grealish is very good, but he's not like. Yeah, if you wouldn't put him in the top 20 midfielders in the world, I don't think. So, yeah. But Iheanacho, very good finish on the first one. Second one, just getting across, very good. Like to see, I still think he's not at the level we need. I think he's definitely got some value up, and we might be able to get 20 million for him. Maybe to Turkey, maybe to Spain, maybe to another Premier League club. Maybe, just saying, Norwich City or Watford or whoever comes up in the Championship. If Barnsley go up and they don't keep Daryl Dike, then I think that could be an interesting option. But who knows? Vardy could get back into brilliant form. He could score hat trick against Southampton in the Cup, 2 goals against Barn, and he could just do what he does. when he just gets back into it and he'll finish with like 19 goals, and then he will say, "How is a 34-year-old scoring 19 goals, outscoring Mane?" He is. He's got to outscore Mane. So yeah, that's great. Now the last game, the most frustrating game, when we could have been 3 points clear at the top of La Liga, but it's not exact. I won't say it's not any fault of our own. I mean, I think we played really well, but Suarez out, Felix out, who was having a great game. Dembele is out. Llorente suspended. I mean, I think if Llorente gets in the box, he finishes one of those chances. Lamar is out. I think he could finish a chance. Trippier, he got hurt. We lost our best creative player. And then who do we have? Angel fucking Correa, who has 3 chances at the end of the game. One, it's a brilliant, one on a brilliant cutback. He just by from Versalco, who just needs to smash it in past Bravo, and we win 3 points. It's a huge win. It shows character. It's a good save from Bravo, but it's not a. But he should have done better. Second, he has a tap in front post. He just needs to hit it in. He can't. Third, he's on his own. He's in front of. If he just needs to lift it over and he shoots it right at the keeper at his foot, and he misses 3 golden chances, and that's I'm like. That's why we need. Not only do we need a striker, I said this. We need a striker and a center back, and another right back because I don't think Versalco is good enough. I think we really need some more depth. A right back, maybe even we don't have a real Partey replacement because Kondogbia is not. He's a good squad player for us, but he's not a top. He shouldn't be starting. Koke can play that CDM role, but he's so much better when he goes forward, and he can whip crosses in, and he can take corners, and he's great. Koke has been fantastic this season, and I'm glad he's been recalled because last season he was very poor. Except against basically his best games were against Liverpool and Barcelona, I think. But yeah. That's why I said we need Andre Silva, I think, because I think Suarez could potentially leave this summer if he wants to. If he wants to head back to South America. I don't think he will. And I think he still has a lot to give. But I'm saying Andre Silva would cost a lot, but he would be a very good option as backup. And I've been saying this. I think we need a center. I think I said Pau Torres, Andre Silva, and Samari from Lille makes a great transfer window. I think it will happen. No, I don't think we have the money to spend. But I don't think we'll be selling anyone. And Fabian Ruiz. I forgot about him. Yeah. Ruiz or Samari. I don't think we'll be selling Llorente or Trippier to United or Llorente. United aren't going to get Llorente. I mean, that just makes no sense. They're not going to spend that much money. Yes. So. But it's just disappointing because we're definitely still in this. Because look at the run of fixtures we have. I've said this. Eibar, 19th, I think. 19th or 20th, I forget. Then Huesca, who are 16th. Then Bilbao, who've been shit recently. Eibar are 20th, so that should tell you all you need to know. Huesca, who are bottom but are 16th, but they're still poor. Club and Elche. So you want to look at Athletic Club. They're down to 11th. They haven't won. They haven't won their last. They've lost. They have lost. They haven't won in 5. Yeah, they haven't won in 5. And Elche are like 17th or 18th. So that should be 9 points. No, not 9. 12 points there. If we pick up 12 points, if you look at Barcelona's run in, it's not much better. It's not. Barcelona have the Copa del Rey. Then they have Getafe, which they're a tough team to play. They drew with us. Villarreal, which is going to be a massive game for them. Granada, who nearly beat them earlier this year, and Valencia, who always give Barcelona a tough game. So, and Real Madrid have the Champions League, and I think they'll go. I think they're going to be in the semifinals, so they're going to be playing another game this week. And we saw it. He had to sub. He brought on Marcelo. He had subbed off his best players and let basically Barcelona say, "Have a go. Let's hope our defense can hold it." And they did, but that just shows how bare their squad is right now. Getafe, Cadiz, Betis, Osasuna. That's one tough game, and you'd even expect them to beat Betis. Then they have Sevilla, Granada, Club, Villarreal. So Real Madrid have a shit run in with Champions League at the end of the season. So, yeah, I mean, we have an easy run in. We have Barcelona and Sociedad, and that's the only two tough games we have remaining. Everyone else are easy. I mean, just look. So I'm still confident we can win this league title. So yeah, I mean, I think everything is still in play. Elche, Barcelona, which is May 8th, 10:15, which is, I believe, a Saturday, which means yes, May 8th, Saturday, 10:15 a.m. That'll be a huge watch along. I mean, then you have Real Sociedad, Osasuna, and end the season, Valladolid. There's about 2 tough games left for us, I'll say. We've gone out, we've survived the first 2, Betis and Sevilla. 1 point from 6 is not ideal. But we didn't lose both of them. We're still top of the league. We're holding on. But now we can relax because I don't think we need Suarez to beat these teams. We nearly beat Betis, who are much better. Suarez is going to be out for 3 weeks. That's what they said. So he'll be back. This is the first week. Remember, he was going to be suspended anyway, so he's out a week. He'll probably be back for Club, which is probably the goal. He'll be back for Athletic Club. Trippier is going to, I'm confident he'll play against Eibar. Llorente is going to be back. Felix, I think he'll probably miss Eibar, but I think he'll be back for Huesca. So I'm confident, I feel like I'm not the way this club goes is it hurts you, it kills you, it just doesn't like to see you succeed. It's a torch. It tortures its supporters, and we come back for more and more because we want to believe that things are better. That maybe, but I think, though people might not want to admit it, over the past year, this club has started to change. The torture has slowed and slowed. We beat Liverpool in a game that we should have lost, that we should have been heartbroken in, that everything should have gone our way. But we were the ones who got the lucky breaks. The goalkeeper wasn't pulling off world-class saves. He made 3 errors, well, 2 errors, I'd say. And I know what happened at Leipzig, and it was a dumb deflected goal that but then we beat Barcelona on Marc-Andre ter Stegen and Piqué making serious blunders. And yeah, I know we got heartbroken against Real Madrid because we couldn't finish our chances. And Bayern Munich when we conceded a stupid penalty because Jimenez has to go off injured. Yet, Suarez scoring late winners against relegation-threatened teams like Alaves and Eibar. How many years would those games have ended up as draws? I mean, I feel like this club is going in the right direction. I feel like the torture, and we might not win the Champions League under Simeone. So what? So many clubs don't win the Champions League. It's not something to be ashamed of. Bayern Munich never won it under Pep when they had, when they faced, and because they faced Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico 3 times, and they got beat by all of them. 3 really good teams. Juventus never won the Champions League under Allegri, despite consistently having a really good team. City haven't won the Champions League under Pep yet, despite always probably having a better team than every single team they faced, with the exception of Monaco. PSG, it took them years to win a Champions League, and only now do they really have it only last year to actually make the semifinals, and only now does it really seem like they are in the best position to win it. I mean, Inter under Mancini, that's a bad example. I mean, it's just I'm trying to think of other examples, but Mourinho's Chelsea, they never won it in either stint there. Lyon, if you remember the Lyon teams that won Ligue 1 every year, they never won it, and they were really good. Arsenal under Wenger. I could go on and on. But it's such a hard competition to win. And Bayern would make the semifinals every year. They've gone deep every year, with the exception of 1 year, which was when they lost to Liverpool because their players were getting old. But they've always gone deep, yet they've only won it twice. So I don't think it's like a bad mark to never win the Champions League when you've made 2 finals, when you've done more in Europe than Juventus have over the past 10 years. When you've done more than when 12, 15 years ago 17 years ago we were in Segunda Division. Now we had that shitty Mexican manager whose name I can't remember. We lost consistently. Lost Aguero, Falcao, De Gea. I forget the other name of the Uruguayan striker. What was his name? Turan. Forlan. Diego Forlan. We lost him too. But now we can actually hold on. We can buy players for 120 million. I know this is, and we've won a league title, and we might well win a second league title. This whole thing coming into the season, I was like, can we show progress? Last year was tough because we brought in these new players, but we didn't have a finisher. Morata clearly wasn't the answer. João Felix was injured a lot. We were caught in between 2 systems, and it was just about, okay, let's try to go forward and see what we can do. Maybe we get a trophy, maybe we don't. And we made the quarterfinals of the Champions League after playing Liverpool, and nobody in their right mind would have given us a chance against Liverpool. And we lost to Leipzig, yes, and that was annoying because we didn't play well. But then again, Partey was injured. João Felix was injured. Correa had COVID. Versalco had COVID. But this whole thing has become so toxic because everyone expects us to win the league, and I was never expecting this. And I thought we were good to go. But then the injuries hit, and then COVID hit, and everything went bad. And Barcelona and Real Madrid picked up consistency. And everything's now become stressful that if we don't win, this year is a complete failure. When in reality, it's not. And I get that context matters, and the situation has changed to the point where that's become the expectation. But it's disappointing because I really enjoy watching this team for the first half of this season. This is the most fun I've had watching football in my entire life. This Atleti team was brilliant. The results we were getting, the Sevilla game, we were battered by them, yet we got 2 great counter-attacking goals. Valencia game, both of them, was so frustrating. I thought we were going to draw. And then we just find a way, even without Suarez. With the second Valencia game, their center back scores one of the best goals I've ever seen, and yet we batter them. A brilliant football. The Barcelona game, we beat Barcelona for the first time in 10 years, and it's beautiful. And it's just if we win the league, so be it. I'll be over the moon. And I think it'll validate Simeone's credentials as one of the great, great managers who doesn't have as much to work with as most other teams, who's had to go toe-to-toe with the two biggest clubs in the world, who consistently lose their best players. And he's finished above them, and he might finish above both of them. While every manager of Barcelona and Real Madrid has departed, he's been there with Pep and Mourinho, to Zidane and Enrique, through Valverde. He's been through it all, and I don't think we can just get rid of him. I was so close last year to saying it's time to go. It's time for something new. After Leipzig, I thought, okay, you know what, maybe it's time. But I said, you know what, one more season. If we don't see progress, then I've seen progress. I think he should get a new 5-year. I think he should get a long contract. We need to have faith in him. Because no matter how many players leave, he is I don't know how this. Sid Lowe said a really something really interesting. This would be bigger than this is if Simeone leaves. This is bigger than Pep leaving Barcelona. Bigger than Zidane leaving. Bigger than Frank Rijkaard leaving. It's the biggest change of manager change in Spain since Cruyff. It would have the biggest impact. I don't think you can. That's just not something you take lightly. So I think he needs to be given more time, get more progress. If we win the league, then that's vindicated. If not, so be it. But I can know that we've had our best team in ages. There's not a transfer circus around Antoine Griezmann. It's not, he's playing too defensive. Because I can say we have not played defensive. Very rarely have we played defensive. The first leg against Chelsea, clearly we did. And the Sevilla games. And against Real Madrid in the first Real Madrid game. But I can honestly say that there's been we've played good football. I've been entertained, and we've gotten results. And that's all I can say. And I think he should be given more time. I think he's proven himself. I think he'll outlast Koeman, and I think he'll outlast Zidane, and he'll be there for if Nagelsmann comes or whoever else comes to Chelsea, to Real Madrid and Barcelona. He'll still be there, and I think he'll be there for a long time because he is Atletico. He made us what we are, and we can't dump him for someone who we're not going to get someone better. I don't think Nagelsmann isn't coming. Allegri, that would just be going back to the same old, same old. Pep isn't leaving Man City. I don't even think he would come to Atletico because I guess we're now their second biggest rival. Klopp, he hates Atletico, so I don't think he would ever come. Who are you going to get? Flick is going to coach Germany. So, yeah, no chance. So that's all I have for today. Sorry that kind of Simeone thing carried on for about 7 minutes, but I'm just passionate about that he deserves more time. See you guys on Thursday for the transfer news update, and then have a good day.